Hello everyone! Do you know what is family constellation? If you don't know, if you want to know more about it, stay with me in this video because right now I'm going to tell you what is family constellations. So my name is Daniele Storti and I'm a family constellations facilitator. So let's start. As a family constellations facilitator, I'm passionate about this topic. So I make some notes here to make sure that I'm giving you enough information to understand about this topic. Family constellation is a method developed by a German psychotherapist called Bert Hellinger. Bert Hellinger was intensively and engaged in group dynamics in the 80s. Nowadays, family constellation is known worldwide, and it is in many areas such as education, medicine, justice, life and education counseling, and as well as in a life in a broadest sense. It is in many countries around the world, including Brazil, where I came from, and it's also where I had the opportunity to participate in many of the Hellinger's workshops, as well as where I graduated as a family constellations facilitator. Family constellation is a powerful method in diagnosing and solving problems. It is scientifically based on quantum entanglements, where one element is connected to another no matter or regardless time and space. It is also using morphic fields discovered by a scientist called Rupert Sheldrake. If you want to know more about morphic fields, you can Google it and you will find many information, a lot of information in the internet about it. So for me, family constellation is the science of relationships. It's what helps us to get out of conflicts with consciousness. We called family dynamics as entanglements. These entanglements came from our past, sometimes from previous generations, where we see repetitive behaviors or conflicts in our family history and passing through generations, and it's what is blocking us from moving forward in our lives. How family constellation is done? So there are mainly two ways of conducting a family constellation session. One is in group dynamics, the same way that Bert Hellinger started, and the other one is an individual session, one-on-one session. In both ways, we can do in person as well as online. And in both cases, we look at what is behind of our conflicts, what is behind of our issues, what we have conscious and what we do not have conscious about. So family works like any other organization, such as a company or even a society where we have rules. Our family has also rules, the basic rules of life. Bert Hellinger called these rules the orders of love. One of the orders of love is belonging. Belonging is where every family member has the same right to belong. When one person is excluded or denied from the family system, we see problems arising, conflicts happening. One example is an abortion. When a child is given away and put up for adoption is another example. Hierarchy is another order of love. Hierarchy is whoever comes first has precedence of whoever comes after. It is determined by the time of belonging, which means that our grandparents came before than our parents, and our parents came before than their children. We also see the hierarchical order, for instance, in siblings. The first child, of course, came first, then the second child, and so on. Balance is another order of love. Balance is the essential principle of giving and taking. It is determined by our conscience. It also serves as an interaction between our relationships. For instance, when we take or receive something from someone, we want to return something back to this person, something of same value, equal value. When we are not able to return something back to this person, we feel indebted with this person. We only settle this debt when we are able to return, take and return. Family constellation is based on these orders, and when we see a disorder happening or when we see a violation of any of these orders in the family system, it's where the problems arising. It's where we see conflicts between our relationships that could be between us and our parents, us and our children, as well as us and our partners. So, family constellation helps us to look at this, to look at what is behind of this, what we do not, what our mind does not know about. It's also important that we are open to look at this. Sometimes some painful situation happened in our childhood that we do not want to look at this anymore, or we think it's solved, but it is still painful for us. But when we are open and when we open our hearts to look at this with love, it's when the healing process starts inside us. So, in summary, family constellation is for you who is looking for self knowledge, who is also facing an obstacle in your life, and who also wants to understand what is behind our issues, what is happening in our family system. So, if you want to know more about it, make a comment here in this video. I will be more than happy to answer you. And if you want to know more, you can also follow me in the social media if you prefer. So I want to finish this video with something that I truly believe and I want to tell you. So I truly believe that for us to be happy, we need to be brave. Life is all about choices. Be brave and make the right choice for you. Thank you.